Okay, welcome to another edition of Church Life, everybody. And this week we get to talk to Bernard Sansom. So welcome, Bernard. And tell us what feels an average week for you.
An average week for me? Yeah, so right now at the moment, I'm just helping out with my two little girls who's doing online schooling. And that's been really challenging and a blessing time for me as well. And to be with them and to support them and to learn a little bit of what they do. And that's really such a blessing for me. Normally, I work as a flu formulator. I formulate flu vaccines. I work in a pharmaceutical company, and at the moment, I'm just blessed that we have some time off, and I can use this time to help out with my kids.
Flu vaccines. I mean, vaccines. Do we really need vaccines? I mean, who would ever need a vaccine right now? You know?
Yeah, we do, because I need a job, so we needed we need flu vaccines, and so that's why we need it.
Mate, you might be the most important person at Sydenham Baptist Church right now. That's an amazing job.
No, I don't think so. I think we're all important at the moment.
Tell me, what's your main involvement and main ministry?
Or as a family, we've been at Sydenham for 12 years now, I think, or more than that. And in the last 4 or 5 years, I've been involved in missions ministry. And it's been really challenging, and also God is blessing me in a lot of ways, serving through this ministry, because I believe we are all called to be missionaries, not necessarily, cross-cultural missions, but we are called to be a witness. And where we are and where God puts us is our mission field. And, because coming from the Philippines, I know what it's like to be living in a poor country where there's so much need. And that's what God, I believe, put in my heart to return something back to the country where I came from.
So can you give us a little bit of an update on the sort of things that World Impact Team wanting to do and how they go about that work?
So normally we raise money for the mission organizations and missionaries that we support as a church. So currently there's 4 or 5 mission organizations and individuals that we support. And also we do a short mission trip at the moment. And also we have activities that we do as well during the year. One of them is the one that we just did, which is the MAF, which is Fuel for Father's Day. And that is an organization that we support because we believe as a church, what they do is very important. And another one is the shoe boxes that we normally do this time of the year as well. And that's something that we can do as well. We encourage people to pray for our missionaries, and also just in general for our brothers and sisters all over the world who are risking their lives, to spread the gospel.
And if people wanted to get involved, is there opportunities for them to be part of the team?
Yes, definitely, because it's a very small team. World Impact is there's only 3 of us at the moment, or 4 of us, including Julian. So we need help. We need people that's passionate about missions, and and I know our church, we've done a lot of short missions trip before, and people have experienced what it's like to be in a third world country, and I believe God used that to open their hearts and their minds on and what the Bible and what the scripture is saying as well, most importantly on our role as Christians, on how to help the physical need of these people as well as their spiritual needs as well.
So are there any plans, any events coming up that we can get involved in?
Yeah, so at the moment we're planning at this running this event called Online Trivia Night through Kahoot, and I believe it's going to be fun and exciting. I know you know about that, Julian. You've done Kahoot before, and this is really exciting, and I want to encourage everyone to support this event, because this is to support a local church in Lebanon that was one of the churches that was affected by the explosion that happened in August this year. And just imagine that explosion if you guys can remember that. And we're doing this fundraising to support that church. And I hope and I pray that all of us will support, and we'll have a great time as to be together as a church, even though it's online. It's gonna be a great weekend, and I hope and pray that you guys will support this fundraising event.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's something for all ages. Everyone can be involved. There's dressing up, there's food, there's prizes to be won, there's auctions to be had. All right, so just last question is how can we pray for mission team right now?
Just pray for Sophie and Emily, who are in the Philippines right now. And we've been praying for them, and we saw how that ministry is going despite of the challenges that this pandemic giving to that ministry. Also pray for the world impact, and as a church for us to commit, I guess, to commit more on how we can make impact to the world. I think it's most important is the gospel, and for the spread of his gospel, and for the praise of his name. And that's why prayer is so important. It's so important that that we will keep praying for the ministry, the mission organizations that we support.
Great, Bernard. Thank you very much for your time today, and we'll look forward to being together on the 3rd of October.
Yes, definitely. And once again, this is so important.
Okay, thanks, Bernard Sansom, World Impact Team.
You're welcome. Thank you, Julian.